Good day, race fans, and welcome to the Intentional Wreck podcast made by race fans for race fans, from the casuals to the lifelong gearheads. My name is Jeff. I'm here with my fellows, Corey and Finn. Yes, we are still your regular hosts. Yes, this is still your regular show. You have not tuned into the wrong thing, and no, we did not change, and I know that's something that a lot of people will generally fear. Fear not, we are here, we are back for you, and we hope that you tuned in to our special broadcast last week in which we went over different aspects of the NASCAR 25 League and had a few special guest drivers from said league to talk things over. I hope everybody tuned into that. And if you haven't yet, make sure you go back to the channel and check that video out because we got all kinds of good stuff going on with the league. Oh, that being said, I'll get some housekeeping out of the way. Please make sure that you check us out on YouTube and Twitch under the name Intentional Rec, and also Spotify and your other favorite audio platforms under the same name. And make sure you check out our website at recpod.com, as well as our Discord server, where you can join, chat with, and get involved with our NASCAR 25 League, or just generally chat racing with the boys if you'd like. All that being said, we are coming off of an awesome race and kind of momentous race at Coronado Air Force Base in San Diego. How are you fellas feeling?
I'm good, bro. I am real good. Life's been a little bit of a whirlwind this last 4.5 weeks, but finally feeling like I'm walking back into some routine. Get back on the pod, get back in the race. It's gonna be a good Tuesday.
Have you slept? Do you have?
So we've got the sleep thing pretty well figured out, honestly, and that is
Okay.
largely, well, totally in the thanks of my dear wife Rachel, who is really leading the charge in the middle of the night. I get up when I have to. When she needs something, that's no problem. But yeah, it was rough. It was rough going there for about the first 2 weeks, but we got it. I went back to
Okay.
work yesterday, so things are different but normal. I don't really know how else to describe it.
It's the transition back from different to what
Yeah.
was normal, right?
And
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's normal. It's like I'm back at work and I'm doing the pod and I'm doing the race, but it's like there's baby in the other room that I'm totally responsible for. So, uh,
Yeah.
you know, it's fun though. It's a
Nice.
very
How about
cute
you, Finn? How you
situation
doing,
over
man?
here.
How you feeling after this race?
You talking to me? I feel great.
No, it's the other Finn.
Just recovering. I want to note we have, in addition to the diecast collection here, the first car of tomorrow, and it is signed
nice.
by Chad Knaus on the hood. So this is the first car of
Okay.
tomorrow, and I think the car tomorrow might be my favorite diecast build.
Oh, really?
It's good quality. It's chunky.
It's got the front body kit that everybody loves so much.
Yeah. Well, they love to look like these things, Corey. These used to hit the grass and just like when this car came out, like
Yeah.
these would break so easily and it would destroy the cars. A lot similar to like, remember how like when the next gen came out and it was like the flat tires would occur and the guys couldn't drive off the car because of the flat tires.
Yeah.
And of course this.
So low to the ground that they
Yeah.
literally just bottomed out when the tires blew.
And it's so crazy to think we used to have a wing like this. It got replaced very quickly. The wing was not liked.
Well, I can confirm for sure that Corey has minimal Car of Tomorrow watching experience because that was around the time while we were in college. So this is when our roommate was heavily into NASCAR, and what got me into rooting for Denny Hamlin around that time. And Corey was involved in catching a few races here and there, but not quite as much as me and our roommate.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand yet.
And that's okay. That is okay. We're here. We're here now. All right. They say they say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is right now. So you can't start watching NASCAR 20 years ago, but you can start watching right now. And you did. And we're there.
What? Oh, what? Like chicken laid that egg of knowledge that you're cracking on us right now.
Well, let's not just breeze past that. That is the most profound thing that's ever been said on this podcast. Ever. By anyone. Bar none.
Man, that's saying a lot. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's right up there with the only thing that belongs on ice is Disney and not hockey, but I digress.
Yeah, you don't get to do that
and
shit anymore.
It's gone.
You were watching hockey. Yeah, exactly. You don't get to play that. You don't get to play that. You don't get to do that stuff anymore. If I had to stop believing that all of that was a bit and there was a psyop, then, fine. But you don't get to go and act like that now that you've gotten into hockey.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, so was solid, was in San Diego for the weekend. I did eat In and Out next to the Front Row Motorsports guys, so that's cool.
Nice.
I'm glad I didn't go to the race. I heard pretty much horror stories about going as a visitor in terms of very, very long lines for merch, very, very long lines for food. Food, them running out of forks, them running out of food by the time you get up to the front. It's just obviously not very characteristic of what goes into it. And it makes you really appreciate what a good race weekend looks like when you can go somewhere and you can get food very quickly.
To a racetrack? Yeah. A place where there's a building with a track and concessions.
Well,
they're not just like trucking it in from building it.
The lesson to be learned here, because I went to Vegas this year and the lines were very long. And what Vegas and Coronado had in common that is not prevalent on the tracks we go to, fellas, is you are not allowed to bring food and drink into those racetracks.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And that is anti-NASCAR. And it's just that now everybody has to eat. Now everybody has to stay hydrated. And I genuinely think that I get why, in the military base, they're all concerned about that. But, let's be real here. The last place anybody is going to go and try to bring a weapon is the one place that has a fuck ton of Navy SEALs on it. You know what I mean? That's not the place you go to take a weapon. So I don't know. I think they should be a little bit less stingy about that. But if they go back and they are talking about going back, I think I think they have to do things to address that, because the military does this, guys. I don't know. You guys ever been to an air show in a military base?
I haven't. So I've been on bases, but I haven't been there for an event. I've only been on
so growing up, I've gone to air shows, all on Fort Bragg and stuff like that, and it's very similar. You have to park somewhere, you have to shuttle somewhere, to the second location after they've checked everybody, and then we get there, and it's fine. And that can be pretty chaotic. But this is a major sporting event. This isn't like a fun Blue Angels, or the Thunderbirds. If you guys ever heard of Thunderbirds for the Air Force,
yeah.
This isn't that, right? This is a major sporting event and in a major city. So that being said, though, the product was a win for me.
It was. Yeah. I have to double click on one thing you brought up there, Finn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you an In-N-Out guy?
I think it's unfair to hype up a fast food restaurant, because then it gives you the expectation that it's going to taste like
something really good,
3 tiers above what it's supposed to be. Does that make sense?
I'm kind of with you. No, it makes perfect sense.
It's hard to live up to it. Yeah.
Well, that's a very sort of concise way of putting how I would also kind of say I feel about In-N-Out. It's like you can't. It's like if you guys ever go and try Culver's. I don't know if you ever had Culver's. I took Jeff, and it's like it's great, but it's never going to live up to the hype.
Mm-hmm.
But In-N-Out's the same. I had In-N-Out, and I was like, this is fine.
Yeah. Well, here's what's cool about In-N-Out. It is insanely cheap.
Yes, that's true.
They kept the prices down, and they pay their employees solid wages. I can't say livable wage because California is expensive, but they pay their employees well, and they haven't gouged prices to do so. And lastly, they do busy well. Does that make sense? I went to a Whataburger in in San Antonio.
Whataburger's trash.
That was way too busy. It took way too long to get the food. And then the next thing you know, it's like, all right, I don't care about it. So In-N-Out solid. We're talking Sonic quality food. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna be, and I don't hold it to that standard.
I completely agree.
I did have the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life in San Diego. I don't remember the place. We went to the beach with my wife's family, and they had ordered it from some restaurant. It was kind of lukewarm. It'd been out all day. And I bit into this chicken, and I almost cried. It is I'm going to find this place. It is without a doubt the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life.
Well, that's awesome.
Well, not fried chicken. But... Chicken wings. Just chicken wings. I guess I don't know.
Wings. Okay.
Best wings I've ever had in my life. But, oh my God, I'm still thinking about it. Like, I spent a lot of money on a dinner out there, and I had A5 Wagyu this weekend. That was better. So let's put it like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Also made a mistake. I scheduled dinner at 8:45 Pacific Standard Time, which felt like eating dinner at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So that was exhausting. So probably that played into the taste of the dinner. All right. That being said, we're getting
Sorry. No, great
no.
racing.
Great racing.
Great racing.
So
I will feel that pain. I'll be out west. I'll be out west next week.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what happened. I mean, trucks, lane rigs. The big thing is Jimmy Johnson led laps this weekend. That's what we're all here for.
That guy.
Did we leave? Corey, did we leave the chat?
Noah Gragson level hitting the wall for that guy, Jimmy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was just pasting the wall.
Yeah,
over and over.
Jimmy had
a
rough cup race. They said that the brakes on that car were just abysmal. And I think, after practice, like Eric Jones was 5 seconds off the pace in practice.
That's crazy.
So it definitely seems like Wild Legacy is getting there, cutting their teeth and getting there in mile and a halves, and a fantastic Michigan, Pocono, looked really, really good. The road program's not there yet. And they don't really have road course drivers. So, and Jimmy himself was never much of a road course guy, just to throw that out there. I don't know if we've ever had that combo, but Jimmy.
Well, this brings up a point, though. One thing I was wondering, you bringing up, them having brake troubles, they're not the first team in this car or this season to have brake troubles. Now, granted, a road course is going to be a little bit different, but we run ovals as well that are going to have that require heavy braking and also require the brakes to work. And we've had more than one track before this in which we've had exploding rotors, in which we've had multiple cars running into the same brake issue. And we've had a couple of issues like that. I kind of wonder if that's the next phase on the next gen car that's going to have to get figured out. Now, I know that a lot of times it ends up being isolated to a team, but I am curious if that's the next piece. Cool, we've got another horsepower package that's doing wonders for a lot of the quality of racing. Some of the other factors that were getting improved and some of the quality factors of this newer car with the way that it was supposed to take hits or the way that it was supposed to crumple or other things like that. Those were other factors that came into play when it was first around. There's just been other, the way that it handles aero. There's always a new story whenever you're in the first couple of years of a new car. And now I kind of wonder if the brakes are the next factor. But
well, I mean, if you got somebody like Jimmy Johnson pressing on the brakes and saying that they suck, they probably suck.
It's a good chance, yeah.
I mean, he knows what he's talking about. Right. Yeah. So it's kind of all right, well, if they suck, they suck, and that's unfortunate. But
it's just,
I mean, it was not a great cup race for that gentleman, and
he finished ahead of SVG. Win.
Well,
it's a win. It's a win. No context needed. It's a win. So,
Connor Zilic, by the way, I mean, could that guy be having a worse rookie season? Would it be possible? Is it what could happen that's worse than what's happened so far?
They give it.
We took 2 weeks away, and we're still talking about
that. They give it. That they give it to Corey Heim.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zilic is the only technical rookie this year, right?
Yes, he is.
So he's rookie of the year by default, having an absolutely abysmal rookie season.
Yeah,
and a guy who's not even in a full-time ride just won a race, who's going to be a rookie next year. It's I'm sorry, but Corey Heim's your rookie of the year.
Kyle Larson is fourth in points. He's 180 points behind Tyler Reddick. 180 points. Connor Zilic has 165 points total.
Yeah.
He's behind Cole Custer. He's behind Alex Bowman. Jesus. But Alex Bowman missed half the year, right? He is behind Ty Dillon.
He's only 2 ahead of Kevin Magnuson, who has run and will only run one race.
Yeah, two positions ahead of Madison.
I mean,
and he's fighting.
If Shanzi's out there listening right now, get your boy.
He's
do over next year, because my God, that is a terrible rookie season.
He's competing with Cody Ware.
There's nowhere to go but up. I mean, if you're looking for a silver lining, it can't really get any worse.
Well, I mean, who did he come in and replace? right? At Trackhouse. Who was that third Trackhouse guy for?
Suarez.
There was Zane Smith was the car that he kind of came in and replaced. Zane Smith was a guy who was at Trackhouse, if I recall. Or he was a Trackhouse guy who was racing in Aspire car. There was something around like that frame that Zane Smith was like set to be one of those guys. If maybe I'm misremembering on that, but the point is, Zane Smith has as many top 10s this year as Zilich has DNFs. So now, was this one his fault? No. Was the brake rotor his fault? No. So I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But this is certainly rough. This is certainly.
You'll notice I didn't say he is lacking of talent.
Yeah.
But he is having the worst rookie season ever.
Yeah. It's showing certain, and in this state where you have to put together a good year. I mean, for them, they just need to change their expectations, right? I think they really feel like they're going to come in. They've got these 4 or 5 road courses circled saying we can go in and we can compete, and he can go in and he can compete. But yikes.
Yeah. Got to cross the finish line.
Yeah. Got to get through turn 1. And
yeah, it's tough.
But did you guys catch the Sunday or Saturday race?
I caught a little bit of it.
I know, Jeff, you said you were on World Cup watch pretty much all weekend, right?
For the last week and a half, man. It's just been nonstop, dude. Like, it's absorbing my life.
No, solid race in that department. So that really came down to an end of the race battle between Carson Quapple in the 1 and Taylor Gray in the 54. And, worth mentioning is Taylor Gray. We talked a bit about Brent Cruz being like the heir apparent to the 11 ride and things like that. But Taylor Gray has been a competitive guy in no wraps, and he is in a Gibbs ride, and he does race well. So, but they were racing, and he kind of got into a corner pretty hard, and he took out the 1 car of Quapple, who was fighting for his first win in no wraps. He's got quite a few second place finishes. And that opened the door, actually. I don't know if it was damage or if he drove off tires off of it trying to battle, but Austin Hill just kind of came out of nowhere and was able to make a pass on him for the win. So Austin Hill comes in, big emotional win, I imagine, for the RCR guys, right? Always feels good to win after it's been a month since we lost Kyle Busch. So, that still doesn't feel real, but those guys, winning doesn't solve pain, but, it allows them to kind of big feel-good moment for them, and he burned it down. Yeah. He burned it down so much he had to tow him back to victory lane.
Nice. That's how it should be. By the way, Brent Cruz got in the 20 car.
Yep.
In the Cup race. So
made a big
maybe a little bit of them showing their hand there a little bit. It wasn't some other guy. They just went ahead and put the next best guy up in the 20 car to go get some laps in the Cup Series. So
yeah, can't hurt. Brent Cruz also, I think, is a similar size to Christopher Bell versus Taylor Gray. I don't know.
Seat. Yeah, makes sense.
Taylor Gray, let's see if we can get a height on Taylor Gray. 5'10" is Taylor Gray versus Chris Bell. Chris Bell I'm getting wide receiver.
You think that with that, that they do the same thing for NASCAR drivers that they do for other sports where they kind of embellish one way or the other on the height and weight of a guy?
It says Chris Bell here is 6 feet tall. I don't know if I believe that. Chris Bell looks like an actual child. Also, Brent Cruz is a better road course racer than Taylor Gray, despite Taylor Gray racing up front. Brent Cruz did really, really well at the Glen earlier this year, so you got to imagine that factors into the decision. And yes, he no stress reps, but he immediately fucked the car. He broke the transaxle, downshifted, money shifted, I don't know exactly what he did, but immediately blew the car up. So, big rookie mistake there. But hey, not only that, poor guy, he got put in the car and then he was cycled into the top 5. His first green flag laps in a Cup car, he was top 5 on a track that he had not run much on, and a car that he does not run much on. So, I don't think anything of that per se. Did you see the guy climb the fence on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
didn't see that.
That's
Little.
that's a choice.
Bold move, guy.
That's
Maybe
a
not
real choice.
the best idea.
The snipers weren't sniping, so I don't know. If only Chris Kyle was still alive, we can read 90 books of a memoir of him shooting him. All right, sorry, I'm not gonna do.
R.I.P. to the goat.
I'm not gonna do Chris Kyle hating here. The guy's a habitual liar. Anyways, cool movie though. Love Bradley Cooper. So, cup race. So, what would you rank it? I know we're pretty critical.
You're digging out of this one yourself, Finn. Go ahead.
No. I didn't know where to start on it. It's just, like where would you guys rank the racing product? Like, would you like to go back here? Like, ignoring all the other factors, would you like just seeing another race on this track? What did you like?
The end was awesome.
Yeah.
The end was awesome. It was a little bit of beating and banging throughout. Anytime NASCAR stock cars are getting all 4 tires off the ground, I approve.
Okay.
So that's like a plus 10 right there for me. Like we're getting air in these things, which I don't think we do at any other track. So positive.
I'd be up for giving it one more run at least. Yeah. Like you give it another shot, like more than just the trial run, because the event itself is marketable enough to actually like do something. Give it another shot to see if you can mend any of the fences for that you had issues with on this one regarding the fan experience and stuff like that. See if you can do it. See if you can run it a little bit better. If you can't, then it proves that the logistics make things a little too challenging. Then that's okay. You gave it a shot. It was a worthwhile event to try. And
they did Chicago 3 times. They did Mexico City once.
All right.
So, they're going to do this between 1 and 3 times. And I would bet that it's 2 times. So they'll probably come back and do it next year, and that'd be cool. I mean, it was fun. To not get to see the SVG ride the whole race, kind of, it's a little bit of a downer. I would hate to be those boys next week, because he's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He's gonna shit can all of them.
I do think getting to the point of when that wreck occurred was when he figured it out. So race starts. Hocevar goes all the way up to the front and then drops off like a rock. And I thought the tire wear was pretty incredible early in that race, right? As everybody's doing a different thing. Hocevar shoots out to the front, then he fades to the back. Bubba might have had the best car of the day for quite a while. Comes flying through the field. Not only flying through the field, but he ends up catching SVG. Blaney's took off and left. And it was just so many passing zones as what I saw. Felt like normally on like a Watkins Glen or a Sonoma, you've got 2 passing zones, and then the rest is you just got to, unless they make a mistake, you just got to stay there. Yeah. This really felt like attack constantly, which I think led to better racing. Then you add in the tire wear and the 750 horsepower on top of that, and there's comers and goers. My only complaint, I am so over this like scheduled caution, like more so than ever any other track. I will sign a degree to say we can do 3 more years of stage cautions at ovals if it just means we don't do it at road courses. These stage caution lengths and just cautions themselves take so long at road courses. Yeah. And then when we go green and it's like 4 laps before we get another like before the stage, I'm so over it. Just good Lord. End it for me. So I really think that was other than that, no issues with the race. Obviously that wreck, you take out 3 really good cars, because Gibbs also got a piece of that and didn't really get to recover. He recovered for, I think, maybe a top 10. Gibbs ended up with a top 10.
He was driving around an absolute like dumpster the whole day and still somehow hanging around in the top 5 or top 10. I don't know what was going on with him.
Yeah, he ended up 15th from what I saw. But no, I mean, the race was solid, and before we kind of talk about like the winner and everything like that, I think that we did get a little bit robbed of maybe an SVG performance, but that's okay. That's okay. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It happens. Yep, I agree.
And
we get spoiled.
you know.
We still got a great battle for the lead, which
Right.
we haven't really gotten on road courses
Yes.
recently.
Yeah, I do think that if SCG had survived that race, that would have been in one of those scenarios where it's like, all right, see you later, bye. He's figured it out. Like, he had started to figure out and was getting back through everything. It just so happened Austin Hill happened to be the car on the inside lane, and Austin Hill does Austin Hill things, which sucks because you just got in everybody's good graces the day before. So, Jesus, guy. But, all right, so Heim. What a finish, right? Like,
yeah.
Corey Heim.
Grown man stuff.
I mean, first of all, it started when Larson had the lead. And Jeff, to kind of put you in, if you see, so you didn't kind of catch it, there were varying strategies here. And Larson, Heim, and Hocevar were kind of the three cars on this strategy where they were going to go long. I think everybody was pitting at a lap around 21 to 23. And that could get you on fuel, but the question is, could the tires get you there? Right? But they pit. These three take it long. And their goal is obviously not only to be good on fuel, but obviously if a caution comes out, everybody's going to come back in and put on tires. Not to mention, everybody's pretty low on tires at this point. I think only one more set anyways. So if a caution does come out and you want to put on tires, like, at least you have the freshest. So they're going to about 16, 17 before they plan on pitting. And they were taking off. I think it was the main ones were Buescher and Zane. Those were the front two on the strategy of pitting a little bit earlier. And the idea was, okay, we'll pit. Where do we cycle out behind them? And then will we have the tire to run them down, catch them, pass them over the last, call it 15 laps? That was kind of the big picture here. And I think it was a 5-second lead to Larson to Heim. And then about another 4 seconds from Heim to Hocevar. And Heim just walks Larson down.
Yeah.
Just walks Larson down. When they came in the pit, it was right there. Like, he had caught him, and Larson was like, oh, okay, I'm losing the lead. Let's get these freshies on, right? And they blended out about, about 4-ish seconds, I want to say. What's up? No, not now. I'm in the middle of something. We'll buy later.
So I got to say, I was texting a little bit with Darian during the race because he was getting into the road course thing. He's like, this is kind of cool, whatever. And as soon as Reddick took the lead, I was like, watch this. Like, Reddick is about to leave everyone behind, right? And just smoke everybody. And I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I did not think for 2 seconds that Heim was going to be able to keep up with him. The fourth car on his team, and with his 12th or 13th cup race on a road course, and but like, kid's a phenom, dude. He's a phenom in every way so far. That Tyler Reddick is a phenom. I mean, he's won a race now in his 13th start, and it's just like, dude, you caught the guy that everyone's been chasing.
Yeah. I mean,
he did it pretty effortlessly. He made Reddick look human, which not a whole lot of people have been able to do this year. When it's just head up, who's going to be faster than Tyler Reddick?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check to see. And I don't think I have the ability to go back and look at old races on the NASCAR Companion app or companion.com. So I'm gonna have to see. So first off, I don't know, or I can't recall if Reddick was on the same tires as them, right? Because what happened was a caution came out. Can't remember what led to that final caution coming out. But either way, what happened is coming out of that, there was a caution, and that kind of erased that gap that Buescher and Zane Smith had in front of Larson and the crew. And then I think Zane and Buescher came down and took tires. I think they kind of felt it.
Yeah.
That led to Reddick being up front. Bubba was up there. Heim's up there. Larson's up there. Reddick really didn't have the car all day. That's kind of the main difference, right? Is he was spinning out he spun out in qualifying and had to start later in the pack. Wasn't all that fast in practice. It just wasn't the weekend for Tyler Reddick. And still, he found a way to almost put the car in position to win.
If it
wasn't for the tire flat, right? What I saw from Corey Heim, not only in the rundown of of Larson, but I saw that was big time veteran move. Another rookie, a Hocevar, a Zilich, I think kind of blows the load and keeps throwing the car in there on corners. But it was like, okay, it's 8/10, 7/10, 5/10, 4/10.
Yeah.
And then instead of dive bombing, just, okay, now it's back to 8, keeping those tires fresh. Just somebody must have scored because Jeff's muted. Just slowly.
The Wizards just made their first overall draft pick. So.
Yeah, that's what
the pick is
refreshing the draft.
We're both refreshing ESPN in the background to see who the Wizards are drafting. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Didn't y'all re-sign Trae Young? Happy for you. But
yes, sir.
What I watched with that was a true veteran move. And granted, it was his teammate, so maybe if it wasn't his teammate and also the championship leader, you have to think maybe that was in Heim's mind. Maybe it looks to us like a veteran move, and he's over here going, don't fuck up the championship leader, my teammate. I literally just want to drive for this team next year. If I just bring it home in second and Bubba finishes third, it's a 1-2-3.
And Reddick screwed up.
Right.
And Reddick screwed up, and Heim got the better of him, and Reddick let him go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
veteran teammate quality, that right there is what it's supposed to look like.
And I think that's a money in the bank. That's money in the savings account there.
Yes.
For Tyler Reddick, because
he knows who he is. He knows who he is.
When it's later in the year and Corey Heim's in a part-time race and has an opportunity to help Reddick, remembered when you set that standard as the leader of that team, I think that's really gonna kind of, especially when he's on a championship, he's gonna need all of his friends to help him, And I don't know what Heim's next scheduled races are, but neither of you are listening to what I'm saying. You're just watching ESPN. I can literally see it all over your faces.
I'm listening to you.
You're here, chat, not these fucks. Who gives a fuck about the Wizards?
I'm listening to everything you're saying.
Yeah, whatever. So that was an SVG caliber drive in terms of just, I'm putting the car behind you and you're going to fuck up.
Yep.
And then he did fuck up and then he drove past him and it wasn't any regrets
Mega
about
consistent and clean.
Yeah, it was
never threatened really to do anything unprofessional, and it made for a great finish. I mean, obviously Reddick blew a tire and now, Heim's winning by 10 seconds or whatever. Okay, fine. But like that battle for the lead
was sick. Like
was awesome.
That's what the fans paid for. Championship leader battling a part-time driver that isn't even a road course ringer. He's just there because that's one of the scheduled races they had for him. I did like Bubba's day. Bubba had a fantastic recovery drive for a guy that has always struggled at road courses. He put it on the front row at Coda, I think not this year, but earlier the year before. And he's just never really had the finishes. Recovering from being 2 laps down after the tire came off was
it was a big boy day.
Something I learned about, I really didn't know, is that the lefty loosey righty tighty rule does not apply to the lugs on these cars. It's inverted.
Really?
Yeah, it's lefty tighty. So the gun, what happened?
Weird.
I don't know if you saw, but the gun was in reverse. So when he put it on, it was in reverse, and he had to click it. And then since he pulled the gun off to change it, the jack saw that and dropped the car, so he didn't get to tighten the lug, and it almost dragged him up. And I remember seeing it. Also, shout out Alaskan Airlines in-flight Wi-Fi. I got the whole race in 1080p with no skips. So, hey.
Well, no one lives there, so.
Shout out.
Dude, I'm just imagining, Corey, I don't know if you guys saw the meme that was happening of the people on the airplane that are all watching TV, and it's like everybody's watching the World Cup except one guy, and that was Finn this past. Like, that was him on Sunday. Just a wall of TVs on the back of people's seats watching, and everything is green except for Finn, and it's just asphalt. Like he's watching the race.
I was the only person watching the race on that plane, and it was a good one. And maybe that's why. Maybe I wasn't being interrupted by, it's all the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I was very impressed with that. So shout out to them. I was nervous. I was like, oh God, I've never flown Alaskan. And I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. It's just a dude strapped to underneath the plane with like the antennas, just holding them to try to get signal for me. So
They're a major airline, man. It's not like it's
I don't know what the tier of airline is. Are they the in and out of airlines callback? Or are they like, pretty good? But
well, I would have said Spirit and Frontier would probably be at that level, but Spirit's now gone.
I'm an Allegiant man. Let me tell you, I love
and Allegiant's in that
I
category.
love a budget airline. Love it. I'm not too good for that.
That's funny.
I'm flying Frontier all the way to Nevada next week, so that I'm not like. We'll see how cramped I am.
You know what? It's an airplane, just like every other airplane. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah. I was hoping to get a front seat. I didn't get to it, so I'm gonna be as a big dude. That's something I have to care about.
Good day from Riley Herbst. Zane Smith recovered P4, who has been, in my opinion, the fastest Ford as of late.
At one point, 2311 was 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah. Yep.
That's insane.
Herbst fell off a little bit. Bubba, I kind of like Bubba's plan at the start. Obviously, I think he was expecting fall off to matter a little bit more. And obviously, because one wreck really brings out a caution here, saving that tire a little bit and letting them go. And I was like, all right, when are they going to fall off? When is Heim and Reddick going to fall off? And they just didn't at all. It was incredible. And then I really liked how Bubba goes, all right, they're not going to fall off. We're not getting a caution. He just passes Larson like he's not even there. Like, Bubba had such a fast race car.
Yeah.
And I expect him to be the next new winner of the year. I think is going to be Bubba Wallace.
He's been flirting with it all year.
He's been flirting.
Or Briscoe.
Really good. Briscoe's another one, but really good start of the year. Now they're coming on. This is a big confidence win. I think we're going to, I think we all know SVG is just going to wax the field next week. But
I'll tell you this: whoever's the next first-time winner this year, they're going to be driving a Toyota.
I don't know.
It could be Bell or Bubba or Briscoe.
Yeah,
3 solid prospects for that one.
Yeah.
Does Bell have a win this year?
No.
Bell's
I don't think so.
Well, obviously the wrist is going to hurt that. I need to find the in-season.
Yeah, this week, yes.
For the 2026, because we got the in-season challenge starting this time. We'll go over that here in a second, but really, and I think the next first-time winner in Cup, now that Heim has done it, and 13 starts, which ties Jimmy Johnson, and one of not many to do it in under 20 starts. Just so sick for him. But I think Zane Smith is going to be the next first-time winner. I think he's really flirting with it. I think they're going to put it all together. And he really is good at every kind of track, and that's what's really cool. Maybe short tracks is probably where he's weakest, but they've been solid, and he's doing it in a front row motorsports car. So
I think that's just as reasonable a pick of any. I guess this is probably a good time we're looking ahead. You already mentioned SBG is going to have Sonoma handle. That's probably the safest bet on any of your preferred betting apps of next week for anybody. Here's your gambling tip from us next week is bet on SVG. But along with that, that race, there's going to be a very, very entertaining, probably 2 to 5 in that race. Because when you're looking at the point standings right now, you're rolling into a race in which you have McDowell should be somebody that is going to be getting close to the running. You're looking at Dinger sitting right around the outside. Like you had mentioned, Zane Smith, he's around and sniffing, trying to get towards that 16. You have some, SVG himself is just outside the chase right now. The win here that he is almost inevitably set up for could be the thing to vault him into a secure spot for the chase. So I think that it's going to be a very entertaining 2 to 5 rolling through Sonoma. It's going to be well worth watching because I think you're going to see more guys going for broke because this is one of those times where the chase makes the difference because the points are going to matter a lot outside of just the win.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got some very unique tracks to end out this season. We've got one intermediate track, and that is Chicagoland left, right?
Yeah.
There's Sonoma. Here's the non-mile and a half, right? Sonoma, Echo Park, North Wilkesboro, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Iowa kind of counts, but it's short. Richmond, New Hampshire, and then Daytona. We have a lot of 750 package right now coming in to end this season. You know what I mean? Which is super exciting. How long is Chicagoland actually? Chicagoland track.
But I'm
Is it
excited
2
for that
mile?
one.
No.
Is Chicago two
It's
2 mile?
It's 1.5 on the dot.
Okay,
I was
it is
trying to
1.5.
see if it would be a classify as a 750 package race, but I don't think it is. But no, these are a lot of tracks where you're not going to see guys like that don't normally right up front. You know, 2 plate races, okay. Then there's Indy where Bubba won last year, but Toyota's been pretty good there. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for everybody if you're out of a hole. I look at William Byron, dude. I genuinely think William Byron might miss the playoffs.
It's not looking good.
I mean, if you'd have said this, I mean,
Right.
then again, we've had this discussion too, but like, it's a lot less bold now.
Right. Eric Jones
A
has
month
been
ago,
driving
that
better
was a
than
more
William
bold.
Byron.
That was a more bold take.
Right. Right now, guys behind William Byron that I think are driving better than him as of late. Eric Jones, Ryan Preece. Shane Van Gisbergen, Zane Smith. Now, Zane Smith's back there in 23rd, right? I think Riley Herbst is faster than the 24 every week. Now, whether or not he's finishing up there, that's fine. But I think like the 35 is a faster car than the 24. Like he's in danger mode, right? And the same for Chris Bell, right? If he can't get healthy and get his stuff figured out, and he's going to be bleeding points, there's a lot of spots up for grabs, and those are not guys I expected.
But his car's too fast, dude.
His car is too fast, yes. But Sonoma, is he going to be able to do a road course race this week with the wrist? You know what I mean? He got out of the
last. Is this the last road course?
This is the last road course, I believe. Where's that schedule?
Chicago, Sonoma, Chicagoland, Echo Park, Northwest Border, Indy, Iowa, Richmond, New Hampshire, Daytona. Yes. So there's one more road course.
TNT got a hell of a cluster for their broadcast package.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the Roval was supposed to be the playoff road course, but they're not. They're obviously at the Oval this year. So, yeah, I think that this is a do or die week for SVG if he's got playoff aspirations, because they've got to figure out speed at some of these tracks, and he's got to have top 10s at Echo Park and Daytona. Like, if you're SVG, just survive those bad boys, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then from there, and then once we get to the chase, all bets are off, right? But in-season tournament also starts this weekend. There's some pretty interesting matchups. There was a funny tweet by Ryan Preece where it said SVG will be matched up against Ryan Preece in the in-season tournament, and Preece retweeted it, and it's the Simpsons meme of the guy walking into the bar, turning around and walking right back out. I was like, yeah, I'm cooked. Larson and Herbst, considering how they were driving yesterday or the other day, good matchup. Bell Chastain might make it through because of that. Buescher and Nemechek, I think that's a given considering the road course prowess. Same for Logano and Jones might be the biggest shitter of the road course guys, because there's just two guys that don't road course race well at all. Hamlin gets Ty Dillon, yeah, that'll be right. Elliott Gregson, that's another one. Elliott has been so slow on road courses, but obviously Gregson's having fights with F1 has-beens. Wallace and McDowell, banger matchup.
Yeah.
Banger matchup. I love that. I got eyes on
that. May be one of the main ones to watch, honestly.
Yeah. McDowell obviously is a 20 seed, but it's his style of track. Wallace in the best kind of car and has been quick. Briscoe Allmendinger, another banger. Better car to Briscoe. Sonoma, the only guy that had anything for SVG last year, was the 19 car. Mm-hmm. However, AJ Allmendinger is AJ Allmendinger.
Yeah.
So you feeling confident?
Dinger always finds a roadie or two to he's going to pop up and give somebody some serious trouble. Like that's kind of his.
I mean, he finished 5th in this race this past weekend. Very quiet 5th place, but still a 5th place.
Right.
Hocevar Smith is a good one. Two young guns that had pretty solid weekends and pretty solid speed. Gillen Suarez. I feel Suarez on that one. Cindric Keselowski. Feels weird. Keselowski against the 2. And then,
yeah, I know, right?
And then Reddick versus Bowman. Bowman is the 32 seed. Bowman is the last
guy
seed.
in. Oh my god.
And he pulls.
Oh my god.
Alex. It's time to do something.
What are the thoughts on the prospects for Alex Bowman's season, Finn?
Put Zane Smith in the 48.
This has been the rotating discussion at this point.
How bad? How down bad is Hendrick right now? Zane Smith might not want to leave the 38. But I'll take the faster car.
Don't put that evil on me.
I'll take the fast. Don't worry. Nah, I'm good. If you
Throw
are
me in that trash bag.
I mean, obviously, if you're Zane Smith and the call comes for Rick Hendrick, even if they're in a down year, you know you're setting yourself up for success. But shit, we were just talking about prospects the other week. I still like Eric Jones. Obviously, Brent Cruz. Zane Smith is a guy who needs a ride in a Ford. Jesse Love's been announced to the 21. So Jesse Love's going to go Cup racing, which is interesting because we have a third charter for Legacy. I guess Riley's going to go to that. But now, if Legacy doesn't have this next upcoming guy, then who's the future at Legacy Motor Club if not Riley Herbst? So a lot going on there on the Sonoma side. But I'm excited. Yeah. We all got we all putting our putting SVG up there. Is that kind of our clear?
I mean, dude, I would not want to be the rest of the field this weekend after what happened on Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He's gonna come in pissed off and on a track that he's already run.
Yeah,
it's like, this is gonna
place your bets now.
Yeah, let's see what the ridiculous odds are that that I'm getting from DraftKings, because I definitely made $35 the next time I looked up a SVG odd, like an SVG line during the podcast. So
start making that one a tradition.
Yeah, just bet SVG.
Just bet SVG at a road
SVG
course.
to the 48. Finn would lose his absolute ever-loving mind.
I'm gonna be honest. I love the 97. I was hoping that Paint Scheme would win, dude. I was gonna get that thing in a tiz.
But dude, that's what I'm saying. Imagine if he brought Red Bull to like a Hendrick car. Like,
golly, that would be weird. The car reminded me so much of the Casey Kane, Brian Vickers era Red Bull team.
Yeah,
and I've really been enjoying that with them and Zilich together. So I want to keep them at Trackhouse. I think I want to, I don't want to horror a scenario where like we take all this top talent and hoard out to Hendrick Motorsports. It was really refreshing to see that the only guy on a top 3 team to qualify anywhere in the top 15 this weekend was Ryan Blaney. Everybody else, it was like really cool. Like we have such great parity in the sport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good thing. I saw somebody say that road course wins were gimmicky while I was arguing on Reddit, because you guys know me. Somebody said road course wins
argument corner
are gimmicky. A gimmicky road course win. And I don't think I've ever heard such blasphemy. I think road course is the highest skill gap in NASCAR. Just full disclosure.
Yeah.
I think it's the highest skill gap.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that one. I mean, whoever it is, I'm probably giving too much credit to random internet stranger, but I think gimmicky is a very poor choice of word in that, if that's like, because I have no idea on the background of the rest of that argument. If you're trying to say that it is like more unique, or that the skill set is a little bit more separate, or to your point, the skill gap is much larger, I could understand that. Gimmicky ain't the word, though.
If you're not fast at a road course, there's not a whole lot of options for you to hold the lead. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
like it's not like a fuel strat.
No,
like,
you're gonna get smoked,
right? I think, like, I tried to think when I read that before I commented, because unlike everybody on Reddit, I think before I comment. I thought, what would I classify as gimmicky road course performances? Or wins. I would say maybe not a win, but there was a COTA race a couple years ago where Kyle Busch was way in the back of the pack, and he said, fuck it, I'm going to put tires on. So he just put tires on. A caution came out a lap or so later. The whole field pit, and he was up in the top 3, and he finished like second or third in that race. Okay, that's a gimmicky finish in that the strategy fell, but I don't think that that's like the same as Harrison Burton at Daytona. You know what I mean?
Right.
Alex Bowman kind of got a strategy win, staying out on, I think, wet tires. And then Reddick was trying to hawk him down at Chicago Street Course. That one's up there. Blaney did win the first Roval race because Jimmy Johnson spun out Truex coming through the chicane, coming to the start-finish line. But I don't know if that's gimmicky. He was running third and had been up there all day. When I think of a gimmick win, what do you think? Like, you were nowhere to be found, and then now all of a sudden, all right, Daniel Suarez on the 600, I would say it was like a gimmicky win. I love the guy, happy he got it, and he deserves to win. Like, he's,
right.
you know, but like that's...
Yeah, a rain-shortened race.
A rain-shortened race.
I don't know if it's gimmicky, but like it definitely gets an asterisk.
Right, you were nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Pitt cycled up to the front by taking 2. Kyle Larson bails you out with 2 amazing race pushes. You never have to hold your lead for more than like 5 laps, and then the rain shorten gives you a win. That's a gimmicky win per se. I can't think of a road course race that's had that. You know, it's just every time I watch a road course, I feel like of the 5 guys that deserve to win this race today, one of those 5 won.
The closest that it could have happened, which would have been Coda like 3 years ago when we had those restarts just over and over and over again.
Right.
That would have been the time that it would have been ripe for it, but I don't even think we got it then. But that's the closest we would have got on a road course.
Yeah, that's when
All right,
Byron...
I want to talk about DraftKings for a minute here.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Shane Van Gisbergen. Guess the number.
Minus 125.
Minus 150.
That's crazy.
When I won betting on him at the Glen, he was plus 125. I took the SVG plus money. Who do you think they have next?
If I'm the betting guy, Denny Hamlin, because Denny Hamlin has won 3 of the last 4 races, and Denny has a good history at Sonoma. But I don't think.
So here's what I'm going to tell you.
But I don't think they know that. I don't think DraftKings knows that
Right.
Denny's tends to be good at Sonoma.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to put a little money on Denny Hamlin, and I'm going to put a little money on Bubba Wallace because DraftKings has them both at plus 9,000. They have SVG minus 150. Next up, Tyler Reddick plus 850.
That's crazy.
So
that disparity is wild.
So if you
Reddick was my guess, but like that is wild.
If you take Reddick, Bubba, and Denny all to win, you're getting plus 850 at worst, plus 9,000 at best.
And you're still going to lose all of your money.
I don't think that's true, man. One of those 3 guys could easily win this race. Easily.
No, they can't. No.
That's crazy. Like, what were the odds of Leicester? Dylan, what were the odds of Leicester
win
City?
Is a bold way to put that with SVG coming in at Sonoma.
But I mean, dude, anything.
If you're talking top 3, top 5, and you're making that bet, I'm with you. Like I'm making that bet, absolutely. I'm not like for an outright win, like there's only one. There is only one that can win. Now, granted, yes, SVG could get wrecked. Something could happen. Like his car could his car would have to fail multiple times because even if early in the race he loses a left front or something like that and then has to come back, he'll still drive his way back to the front.
Yeah.
All right,
there's a Bubba Wallace. There's a Bubba Wallace prop plus 320 to beat Michael McDowell.
Oh, 5,000. Was it 5,000 to 1? Okay, that's bigger.
Plus 320 for Bubba Wallace to just beat Michael McDowell. That's it. Like, I think Bubba's we already talked about it. Bubba's a low key competitor this weekend.
Yeah. If I'm putting money on anybody not SVG, it's Zilich, it's Briscoe, and it's Buescher. It's Zilich because
plus 850, right. Briscoe plus 2,000.
The 19 car in Sonoma has always been a marriage, and Briscoe can get it done on road courses. It's the only one that had anything last year. Now, it is a different package. It is $750, so worth noting. But also at Coda, Briscoe led a good chunk of that race. And then Buescher, because I think Buescher's been just the most consistent road course racer, not named Shane. So,
Denny Hamlin, $10 to win 900 is just too good to pass up, dude.
Yeah, that motherfucker will do it too.
That's insane. Bet placed.
Bet placed. All right. So
You just gave me $10, brother. I mean, that's
shall we talk a little IWP, boys?
yes. I think IWP and talking about NASCAR 26 is in order before we close things out. So I know that you've got some thoughts. What do you got, Finn?
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk a bit about what we got in the NASCAR 26 realm and what that means for us going forward. First off, I want to say it vocally and out loud again. A huge shout out to Dilly, a huge shout out to Snugs. Considering that Corey's been busy and Nick's been busy, and I've been traveling heavily starting this new job. The league has been built on your guys' efforts the last month or so, and I hope you understand how much we appreciate that. Dilly not only has been running in practice races and putting together and helping run the All-Star race and the Phoenix race and managing all those things, he did a recap video this week, and he did a damn good job at it. So just a huge shout out to those guys. There's a reason we wanted to bring you guys on as admins, but you guys have shown up. So I get we're hitting the summer stretch, and I get we are hitting as with any game. Okay, as a guy who's run Madden in college football leagues, there's a period, right? The game comes out, we're all excited, we run our Madden football league, yada, yada, yada. And then normally around May, about 3 to 4 months before the next game comes out, it's like, okay, we got it, we're done. We're over it, What's fortunate about that about us versus that is May is not NFL season, right? So
Yep.
The NFL's not everybody's brain, but we are smack dab in the middle of NASCAR. I think that certainly helps. But obviously people got going. So all I'm going to say is we are not panicked, so don't get panicked if numbers and attendees start dropping. We had 20 last week at Phoenix, and that's a great number. I know we're used to the 30 number, but don't panic. We are here, we are staying, we are committed. And good news, the game is going to be cross-platform across all 3 consoles or PC.
Are you serious? They announced that official?
That's what I have heard. I don't know. Dilly would never give me bad information, and Dilly said
I will be getting that on PC, no question. No question.
So that is, they've confirmed burnouts are in the game. A little post-race burnout. That's cool. I need Dilly.
Any confirmation on the actual multiplayer race day situation?
I have heard grumblings. Again, I haven't seen anything. Let's see.
And hopefully a league format just in general would be great.
I think I saw Dilly say something. It does say crossplay confirmed. Unified, whether you're on PS5, Xbox, PC, you can join the same online races, leagues, and multiplayer events without needing to match platforms. And that's being reported on some various places.
It does have Coronado as well.
It does have Coronado. I've also heard that there's a game they plan to introduce more for leagues, which is cool. That's again through the grapevine. Practicing qualifying sessions in 26. No other confirmations to try outside of crossplay and burnouts. Okay, so first of all, I want to say this. That thank God if they have leagues and stat tracking, because that'll be really, really cool. However, regardless, and even if it's not built in, I do think we need to keep the concept of drop races. So we might handle our championship points outside of the game. However, it being in the game helps, right? Because then you don't have to report anymore. I could just go get that information from that, and then probably export it from the game and put it in. So that'll be cool and help us with the kind of a central point, because I have not had time to put together the website to get all the functionalities there for stats and everything, but viewing and stuff we need to fix. But anywho, that's sick. Another thing we're going to be doing, and that, again, the points being part. Now, I kind of want to break this a little early. There's a lot of people here. There's 16 people in the chat, which is sick. Appreciate y'all coming in. So I think we need to plan for expansion, don't you think, boys? Bringing in a bunch of PlayStation guys, bringing a bunch of PC guys. Let's plan for expansion. Here's the first promise I want to make. We will not prioritize expanding over keeping what we got. We had some conversations in the background with some guys. Hey, do we want to start an iRacing league? We're getting big, and I've decided we're not for now. I really like what we have as a community. That's a lot to be said about you guys. It's really cool to pop in and just see you guys all racing up there in your groups together. So we are not gonna just push and rush our way into being an iRacing thing. That's not gonna be a thing. We're gonna be a console league for a couple years before we even start thinking about another platform. So NASCAR 26 is our future. And I know you two are a little bit more interested in the NASCAR 26 console stuff than we are. Jeff's over here going IndyCar League, IndyCar League, IndyCar League. Just like, I'm never even playing NASCAR 26. I'm busy. So assuming this expansion happens, more information to follow, but there's going to be some cool stuff where we're going to introduce some charters. And obviously we talked a lot about reputation and that determining who goes to Xfinity, who goes to Cup, and also it might not be reputation. Maybe Mondays work better for you than Tuesdays or whatever the case may be, right? So, or whatever day we do no wraps. So, that's going to be cool. We're going to introduce a charter system. There's also going to be a scenario like, Corey, hey, man, you've got the baby tonight. And you can't race tonight. And you've got a Cup charter in the 19. Well, you can go hire. We're going to have a scenario where you can go hire an Xfinity driver, a no-wraps driver, and go down and bring them up for a race. And they're going to be able to earn they can't earn full points. I think we're looking at, somewhere around 35 points is their max. So that gives them the incentive to help make it to where it's not a complete drop race for you. Gives this person a chance to race in both of the leagues, which could be fun. And it also gives them a chance, but it stops them from having an incentive to go win a race in the name of points. You know what I mean? So we're going to have that. And we are going to make sure that you guys that have been loyal to us are able to race in the league that you prefer. They're going to get equal coverage. We're going to have commentary. I'm looking to try to get commentary for both leagues. Whatever one I'm not going to be in, I will probably do the live commentary for, kind of hopping between Twitch streams and stuff like that. And then I might ask somebody who's not doing the Cup race to do that, and I'll probably pay them to do so. So we got future expansion that's not too huge, but we can't bring in 40 people and have a 40-car Cup field. I think we're going to kind of stick to, call it a 28-ish car field. Does that feel right, fellas? Give or take.
Somewhere around then, yeah.
Have 25 Cup charters, and then, depending on the track, the 3 highest finishers from the Xfinity race, maybe even the 5 top finishers of the Xfinity race are allowed to come up and race if they want to. So that gives us anywhere from 25 to 30 cars on the field, give or take. And that doesn't include, if the Xfinity guys come up and fill a charter for that week. And then same deal, we'll have some bushwhacking. Those Cup guys want to go down and race in no wraps. Maybe you got a Monday free and you're like, fuck it, I'll go down. There's going to be opportunities to go down. But I'm super excited about the future and what that holds. And hopefully we get the planned expansion we got. But if not, I'm completely happy with the guys that we got here. I think we got a good thing going. So yeah. We are in real time watching an iRacing league we are in. These guys are struggling. They folded. They're joining another league, and they're thinking about folding again. They can't get 25 car fields in iRacing. We're doing 25 car in a console racing game, and now we get
a 25 or if we are 24, 23 cars, it's a light race.
Yeah,
generally.
Yeah. Yeah, so. And not only that, I mean, we have such disparity. If you haven't watched the replay of the Phoenix race, I mean, JJ Franken running down Plasic, running down Bob Lee Swagger. Bob Lee Swagger, a rookie out here, won both stages last week.
He's good at Phoenix, man. I was following him in the All-Star race, and he was leaving.
Yeah. We've got some talent and we only keep adding to it. So, we got Darlington here in a little bit. Y'all excited?
I mean, I weirdly like Darlington in this game. I hated it in iRacing. Hated it. But in this game, for some reason, I can just feel it a little bit better. So I didn't practice much. I actually didn't get any practice in until 6 p.m. today. But I found my speed.
Yeah.
I practice. I'm still trash.
I don't hate Darlington, man. I don't hate Darlington in this game. There are way worse tracks. It's actually kind of doable once you kind of get the hang of it.
when you can convince yourself that you can be competitive at 85% instead of trying to drive this track 100%, Vegas, Kansas, 100%. You know what I mean? You're going there, Michigan, you're going there. This is an 85% race, right?
Yeah.
Go, don't hit the wall, take care of your stuff, try to avoid chaos. You'll be in a good position. But I think last time Space Time Jumper won this race, and it was a really good one. I got third, so I need to get my first top 10 of the year. I've been struggling. I'm also decided not to do the wheel at all. I'm just gonna do.
Really, you don't like it at all?
So I haven't had a chance to calibrate it. I've been on the
that'll
road,
do it. Yeah.
and I tried live to just plug it and play, and I was 3 seconds off in qualifying, and 2.5 seconds off when the race started. And I noped out. I said nope. This is not something where you can just plug the wheel up and not do any practice laps and go.
No.
Apparently, I didn't realize it resets to 100, 100 stability, 100 driver rate in qualifying. So, I was getting into the corner real good, and then as soon as I would touch the throttle, it just was like, remember I had that Dover issue where I would get on the throttle and I was like, it was that.
Couldn't accelerate. Yeah.
So they were all leaving, and then when I turned that off, the car felt I don't know. It felt like I was trying to drive a bicycle with a car. Like, it was just crazy. The wheel ratio felt off. I felt like I had 10% brake pressure, so I had to like just pressing it as hard as I could.
That
to get
is
to
the
corner.
one, dude. Just get the brakes right on that. I think you have a 920. I think, right?
Yeah.
So like, just the brakes are the worst part of that setup.
I mean, knowing that I get to use my rig here in the next game, I don't have
a couple months. Yeah,
we're just gonna do the controller. So,
right.
So we'll be
just
okay.
ended up with a 920 for no reason that you're never gonna use.
I've got 2 wins in the controller. So I mean, I basically got it for free for the cost of a ticket to Charlotte. So no worries there.
Speaking of which, Jeff, I did just look up prices to go to Richmond. About $75 right now.
I might be up there. I'm still figuring it out, but I might be up there for the race.
Okay.
And apparently,
I'm loving to see this going. I just got to see the dates.
Mid-August it's mid-August 15th on a Saturday night.
I think I might be able to swing.
Listen to me carefully, boys. I'm not making any promises.
Well, I might get a work trip up there that week before, so I might just go do that and then go to Richmond on the Friday, watch the race, and go home. So we'll see.
Just saying those words out loud that 2 months from now, maybe my mom wants to take the baby for a night, and me and the wife go down and take her to her first race. I'm gonna pitch that to her here in about 2 hours. We'll see how that goes.
Just turn my Xbox on.
She might be watching right now. She's like, the fuck we are.
Right. Well, now that we're sitting here making race day plans, I think that's about a good time to wrap things up for us this week. So all of you drivers that are watching that are in the league, make sure you get to your consoles, fire it up, get ready for qualifying. We'll be getting going in about 15 minutes. All of that being said, please make sure you check us out on YouTube and Twitch under the name Intentional Rec, on Spotify and your other favorite audio platforms under the same name. Go to our website at recpod.com. And please make sure you check out our Discord server and jump into the league and get yourself in. Now's the time to get your footing into this league before we move into a new game and everything else is new. This way you can get to know folks and have a chance to get in onto a good team. All that being said, I hope everybody has an awesome night. Have a sweet weekend. We'll catch y'all next week.
Happy Father's Day to all you dads.